Okay, in these next set of problems on page 14, we're actually going to, again, verify using sum and difference identities. So again, when you look at these two sides, you're going to just decide which one has the most stuff. And really, if you look at the side, you have a sum identity for cosine and a difference, whereas here this is just a product. So actually, I am going to choose the left side, as we've discussed in the past. So I'm going to choose this side, okay? And just to clarify, when the directions say establish each identity, it just means verify. This just means verify, just like we were doing in 3.1 and 3.2. Okay, so what I'm going to do in my first step, as we always do number, I'm going to decide which identity I'm going to put in here. So in this case, because the sum is first, I'm just going to use the sum identity for cosine. So even though we're using two identities for both cosine, because one's a sum and one's a difference, you have to do them in separate steps. So they have to be established in separate steps. So the first one is, I'm going to make the substitution. So this is cosine alpha, cosine beta, minus sine alpha, sine beta. And I have to leave this one right here for now. I'll do it in the next step. So this is the sum, let's say cosine sum ID, okay? So that's my reason, that's my step. So in step number 2, this all has to stay. Cosine alpha, cosine beta, minus sine alpha, sine beta. And now I'm going to establish or put in the difference for cosine. So this is plus cosine alpha, cosine beta, plus sine alpha, sine beta. Ooh. And this is cosine difference ID. Okay? So what I did was I made the substitution. Let me use different here for this one. And that's right here. And then I made the substitution for this one, which is right here. Okay? All right, so now I need to see if I have any terms that are going to cancel out or reduce. So I have the product cosine alpha, cosine beta, and cosine alpha, cosine beta, and there's 2 of them. Okay, so when you're adding them together, it's 2. Just like x plus x would be 2x. Here you have negative sine alpha, sine beta, positive sine alpha, sine beta. These actually will cancel out, they'll become 0. So I'm left with 2 cosine alpha, cosine beta, and that's what I wanted, is equal to 2 cosine alpha, cosine beta, and it's because I simplified. Wow, we're done.